Welcome to AI Football. We have coverage of Manchester City as they take on Manchester United in the Premier League. It's underway already, and it's on the left-hand wing with Palmer. He's sprinting forwards, finds Bernardo Silva, he's making a run into the box. Bernardo Silva tries to put across into the box. Haaland's head tries to put it into a dangerous area. Kevin De Bruyne straight to Gea. Silva plies it back in, and Grealish collects it into the box. What an exciting start to this game. Grealish to Gundogan. Still in an attacking position for Manchester City. Grealish crosses in again, away by Varane, only as far as McTominay. McTominay sends it away with his outside of the boot. Sancho's chased him, but will come in just to head it. And he's just going to get away from him and going to play it back to safety with Ederson. What an exciting start to the game this has been. And Dalot has already picked up a yellow card so far this game. I'll get you the team sheets in a second. What has been an exciting start to the game. Of course, chance for De Bruyne to square it back in. It's a dangerous area. Cleared away by McTominay, only as far as Kyle Walker on this near side. Spreads it to Phil Foden. Just being chased by Malacia. Passing it back Ake. Walker. Passing it around. Glad to be joining you guys today on this Sunday afternoon. And I've got the team sheets for you now. Manchester City, home side. Ederson starts in goal. Walker and Cancelo on the fullback positions. Akanji and Ake as the centre-back pair. In midfield three of Gundogan, Silva and De Bruyne. And a front three of Grealish, Haaland and Phil Foden. Manchester United, De Gea starts in goal. Malacia and Dalot are the fullbacks. Martinez and Varane continue their strong centre-back pair in the back. Eriksen, McTominay and Bruno Fernandes make up the midfield three, and Sancho and Antony on the wings. And of course, Premier League Player of the Month, Marcus Rashford starts up front for Manchester United. So, could be a good game today. Of course, Manchester City, the only team left in the Premier League that haven't lost the game yet. Of course, with Tottenham's loss yesterday to Arsenal, meaning that means the two owners left. Spin it around nicely though. Of course, it's worth noting Dalot's already picked up a yellow second minute of the game, so he's going to be watching himself for the rest of this game. It could certainly make it much more difficult for them down this right-hand side. We've got Manchester United attacking from right to left in their red kit. City in all their sky blue and white shorts, attacking from left to right. Ake's got the ball here. Finds Cancelo, just slowing it down. City with their wins in the last 7 home games, the 5-0, 4-0, 6-0, a 5-1. Really comprehensive victories. Bernardo Silva, looking for an opportunity to get to Haaland. Decides to go back to Grealish. Dribbling into the box. Haaland tries to play a flick back to Grealish. It's just going to run through for a Manchester United goal kick. And looks like for that, Bernardo Silva may have just been offside, but he didn't know that. Certainly Manchester United have looked better this season than last season, but they have, of course, Ronaldo on the bench, Casemiro, two big players who maybe you would expect to have started in today's game, being left on the bench. And but of course, Eriksen and Rashford in such brilliant form, and McTominay certainly had an upturn in form as well this season. Eriksen plays the ball forward, but it's quite a poor pass, and it's just collected there by Kyle Walker. Ake, just dribbling forward into the midfield, plays it to his left-hand side with Cancelo. Finds Grealish. Of course, a player who people have been wondering if he's really going to make an England call-up, of course, with these not featured much in England's games recently. De Bruyne finds Akanji out to the right-hand side with the youngster Foden. Coming inside to Grealish. Grealish back to Gundogan. Gundogan spreads it to his left. Cancelo dribbling into the edge of the area. And Foden! What a lovely flick from Foden! Holds his ear. And Manchester City with an early strike. And it's the local hero, Phil Foden. What a lovely inside of the boot, just flicks it into the top corner. De Gea has absolutely no chance. He starts the attack. Foden takes it to Grealish. Gundogan spreads it, and then it's just out to Bruno, out to Bernardo Silva. Sends it right into a dangerous area inside the box, and he just flicks it inside of his left boot. What a fantastic ball in by Bernardo Silva, and Phil Foden just inside of the left boot with an exquisite finish. I mean, Eriksen's lost his man there. He's lost Foden. It really is on him that Foden's had the opportunity to even get to that ball. But what a fantastic finish. Absolutely sublime. Manchester United back underway here. That goal there marks Phil Foden's 49th Manchester City goal. I mean, the first thing you do when you're at Manchester City, you knew it was going to be a very, very difficult game. Of course, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Foden, Haaland, Grealish. You know, that's 5 fantastic attackers, and that's not to mention Gundogan can certainly get himself forward as well. And you always knew it was going to be a difficult day for Manchester City, for Manchester United, and City's attacking prowess was always going to make it that way. And of course, it's been seen inside of 10 minutes. Phil Foden's made it Manchester City 1, Manchester United 0, but Haaland's lost the ball there. Bruno Fernandes tries an outside of the boot flick, just tries to curl it through to Rashford, but Akanji's going to get there and get back to Ederson. Ederson sends it long. Grealish miscontrols. Dalot sends it forward to Antony, and it's going to dribble off for a Manchester City throw on the far side. Ten Hag, of course, Manchester United manager, worked under Pep Guardiola for 2 years, 2013 to 2015 at Bayern Munich. He was in charge of the second team, so some shared history between the two. Haaland from the throw, nods it to Sancho. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva dribbles it back to Cancelo, but it's a misplaced pass. Bruno Fernandes to Rashford, cleared away. Poor first touch by Rashford. Foden now, edge of his own box, dribbles through a few players, knocking it about nicely, Man City. Walker to Foden, really just knocking it past Manchester United really easily, just making it look like hardly even there, like cones in a training session. Bernardo Silva to Grealish on the left-hand side. Bernardo Silva, and he tries a flick back over to Grealish, and Varane's just going to get there in time, nod it off for a Manchester City throw inside the Manchester United half. Cancelo and Grealish gets a shove in the back from Dalot. It's going to be a free kick on the far side. Dalot's just panicking because he is on the yellow card, and he's already looking on 10 to hooks for a second yellow, and it's only 12 minutes gone, so it's certainly worrying for the Portuguese international. Eriksen's marking to Erling Haaland. Ball in, looking for Akanji or Ake, but it's cleared away by Manchester United, only to the final third of the Manchester United half for a Bernardo Silva throw on the near side. It's going to leave it for Kyle Walker. Just allows Bernardo Silva to get back into his shape. Walker's still looking for an option. Foden, and that's going to be who he thinks is a foul. Referee sees it differently. Good ball forwards, and Ederson runs out and just gets that ball away. As Rashford could have been in there. And that's the typical sense of adventure of the Brazilian international. Manchester City with 75% of the ball so far. McTominay to Eriksen, just on the halfway line. To the left-hand side with Malacia. Sancho. And he just tries to play that back to Eriksen, but Bernardo Silva gets it away from him, and it's going to go out for a Manchester United throw on this near side. Of course, Sancho, youth player here at Manchester City, then took the opportunity to go to Germany. Here's the Manchester United defenders. Eriksen. Martinez to Varane. The 51st Premier League derby between City and Manchester United. 67 in league football. And Martinez plays that ball to Malacia. He just miscontrols it. It's going to be a throw, a cheap throw. Manchester United to give away, and Manchester City have a throw in the Manchester United half. Kyle Walker takes the throw back to Akanji. Ederson just taking his time, not being pressed. Plays it to Cancelo on the left-hand side. Lovely ball. And he's pushing forward back to Bernardo Silva. To Grealish on the far side, hugging the touchline. Cancelo just tackled by McTominay. Gallo dribbles past Grealish, finds a nice ball to Bruno Fernandes. He miscontrols it. He gets the ball back again. Still on the ball here in the midfield. Bruno Fernandes tries to play a ball through. He's missed it by Walker. Sancho's inside the Manchester City box. Dribbling on. Tries to cut it back for Eriksen, and the shot was... He was just stumbling as he took that. And it's a poor touch. And it meant it was an easy save at the near post for Ederson. Rolled out to Ake. Back to Ederson. Left-hand side with Ake. And the Manchester City fans with a round of applause. Just clapping. The lovely passing out from the back that Manchester City are playing at the moment. And they really just are in control of this game. Manchester United just can't get anywhere near the ball. Ederson playing a ball forward. He spotted the forward run of Foden. Foden a good first touch, but it's got away from him by Martinez. And of course we know that Ederson has that kind of ball in his locker. Akanji going to get there. He's going to try to play that back to Ederson, and there's been a mix-up on the ball. Chance of Rashford, but Akanji's going to be stronger than Rashford, and he's going to make sure he takes control of that ball. Akanji was lucky that he made up for his mistake, because he played a very poor ball back to Ederson. It could have led to an own goal or a Rashford goal. Ake. Walker. Driven it forwards. Grealish on the far side. Against Dalot. Still going. Eriksen gets it past him. Haaland plays it back to Grealish. So it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the D in a very dangerous area. It's a very good shooting position. Martinez gives that foul away. And this could be a very good opportunity for De Bruyne or Cancelo to make it 2-0. Very, very dangerous. Grealish and Gundogan, 5 players around the ball. Now Walker walks up for a sip. There's a queue of players wanting to take this on. Two walk away. De Gea and Gundogan. The other two standing over it. And Ederson's crossed the halfway line as though he's interested in taking it. That certainly would be a turnout. Grealish stands in front of David De Gea's line of sight. Gundogan and hits the outside of the post. And that was certainly very, very close to being 2-0. The bluff nearly worked. Just goes around McTominay on the edge of the wall. De Gea was rooted. De Bruyne, Foden, knocking it about nicely. Offside. Sancho back onto it quickly. Tackled by Bernardo Silva. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan knocking it around beautifully. De Bruyne. Right hand side with Foden. Malacia tries to get there first, but Foden gets there before him. Foden. Back to Bernardo Silva. All the way back to Kanji and Ake. If you're joining us on AI Football, we really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. Really helps us out. And we're so glad you could be joining us this afternoon. Ake sends it out to the right wing. He's good. Foden. Haaland looking for the ball from De Bruyne, but it's just gone away from him by Martinez. One back quickly from a high press. But then Manchester City lose it again. Bruno Fernandes looking for the forward run of Rashford. Sancho to Rashford. Tries to return it to Sancho, and it's just cut out by Manchester City as Manchester United is quite poor on the ball. And Ederson just knocking it about to Ake. Ake just returns this to Ederson. And then to Akanji again. It's just been quite a poor first 20 minutes of the match for Manchester United. They were quite weak in possession. And De Bruyne's just going to play that to Haaland. He's going to knock that all the way back to Ake. Of course, he started a few more games this season than last season. These was many a Diaz and Laporte partnership we've seen in recent years. But, of course, a few new signings. Grealish looking for the run of Bernardo Silva in the box. He gets there. Tries to cut it back for Haaland. Foden looking for a second. And it's all very near to scoring another in that top corner. And just wide. A fantastic attack from City again as they did very well down this left-hand side. Bernardo Silva cut it back into the box, and Foden probably just lashed it a bit too quick, maybe being too precise, looking for a top corner. And maybe if he just tries to get that on target, it could be a goal because the power he hit that with, I'm not sure if De Gea was getting there. And De Gea lining up for this free kick again. Just looking to knock it around. And he sends it long instead. Looking for a flick on. Ake's header to Bernardo Silva. Plays it to Cancelo. Cancelo hooks it forward to Haaland. Nods that back to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Lovely cross-ball pass, but it's just too much on it for Foden to get to it. And it's going to go out from Manchester United third side their own half. De Gea. To Varane. And he's going to send that one forward. Nodded on by Eriksen. And it's only to Akanji. And Walker's going to play that all the way back to his goalkeeper, Ederson. Ederson just waiting for an option. Plays it to his right for Kanji. And then to Walker. And Manchester United press means they're just going to return back to Ederson here. To the left-hand side of Ake. Going forwards. Gundogan. Still going forward here. Bernardo Silva. Just tackled by Antony. Antony's come away with the ball. And it's going to go out for a Manchester United throw inside their own half, just near the halfway line. Back to Martinez. Dalot. De Gea. Gets it to Malacia. Just going to look there. McTominay. And he's giving it straight to Grealish. Grealish dribbling into the box. He's still going, and he just gets away from him if he can release that final ball to Haaland. And that was another fantastic opportunity for City to make it 2-0. Manchester United getting away with one here. Man City looking strong, the chat's saying. And they are. Another stray ball from Rashford. Foden dribbling forward. He's been pulled back there by Malacia, and surely he's going to pick up a yellow card here. He does. And both fullbacks at Manchester United being yellow carded inside of 23 minutes. Manchester United looking like nervous wrecks. It really is. Some worrying defending we're seeing at times from the fullbacks from Manchester United. They've really been exploited down these wings in this first 25 or so minutes. So both the United fullbacks will have to watch themselves now. De Bruyne tries to hook a ball into the box, headed away. Sancho, Eriksen, first time back to Sancho. Not many numbers forward here. They're starting to get forward now though. Eriksen leading the line, but Sancho's going to go back, just play the safe ball. McTominay, crossfield pass, and it's just got by Kanji to Walker, and then all the way back to Ederson. To Ake. Now Kanji. Ederson to Ake. Just the amount of control that Manchester City have when they're passing it around their back four and the goalkeepers, immense. You know, Manchester United aren't even bothered to press it because they know they will just be passed through. And it's an early goal from Foden's made it that they should probably be pressing. Good forward ball to Walker. Walker looking for an opportunity. Haaland into the box. Tries to play it to Foden. It's just gone away than him by, I think it was Malacia. Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Chest control to Eriksen, who spreads it to Antony on the left-hand side. Malacia. Eriksen. And Eriksen's just going to slow it down and play it back to Martinez. Whistles going around the Etihad. And it's going to be here. Looking around McTominay. De Gea. Martinez. And it's back to De Gea. Just a spell of possession here, be it not offensive, but something maybe will just settle the Manchester United players' nerves. Malacia. And he had a forward ball on to Bruno Fernandes, but he's won a foul. And he was going to take it quick. He does. Eriksen plays a poor ball. Cut out by Cancelo. Grealish here. Pushing forwards. Cancelo. Yeah, 2 yellow cards, Thomas Barros. It's certainly looking nervy for the Manchester United fullbacks because they certainly will be worried about, you know, the attacking threat that Manchester City have down the wing means that, you know, they're always on tenterhooks of hopefully not see sent off. Grealish. They've run a corner. Any score predictions, please put them in the chat. If you've liking the stream so far, hit the subscribe and like button. Really does help us out. We've got 254 people. That's brilliant, guys. Corner taken short. De Bruyne looking for a ball in. Plays it to Foden short. Foden looks for the ball in. It's just deflected off, and it's going to be a throw on in the far side. And Bruno Fernandes just sniffed out that danger from that Foden ball. Cancelo looks like he wants to take that throw. And he does just that. De Bruyne. Playing it back to Walker. Bernardo Silva. Walker. Plays it back to Ake, the Dutchman. Of course, we know Malacia played a few times at centre back for the Dutch in his time. And but he's now left back mainly by trade. Kanji. Walker to Ake. Ake spends it back to Ederson. And Ederson's just looking for an opportunity. Plays it to Akanji. 6 Manchester City shots the Manchester United 1 for so far. It's first half an hour has certainly not been a pleasant one for Manchester United. Cancelo, crossfield past his full-back partner, Kyle Walker. Just nods that back to Kanji. And Ronaldo Silva. Sends it back to Ake. Ake. Left-hand side, Cancelo. Grealish. Gets that back to Cancelo. Gundogan. And they still just passed it around, of course. Gundogan scored that penalty against England at Wembley just a few days ago. Given away by Harry Maguire, who's benched today. Not fit. He did finish with an injury, and a few Manchester United fans are upset that he's was played through an injury. Grealish, dribbling into the edge of the box. Cuts it back for De Bruyne. De Bruyne takes on the shot. He just couldn't wrap his foot around it well, and it's just going to go wide. Dipsan U2 Gamers says sub CR7. I'm sure we will be seeing Manchester United bring on Cristiano Ronaldo at some point in this game. If they are looking for a goal. Do you have a score prediction for us? I'll be interested to hear. Ake. Hooks it forward. Eriksen just collects that ball. Dalot. Maybe looking for an early ball in. Opts not to. Goes back to McTominay. Iron ball to Anthony. Gallo. McTominay. Dallos. And no one's far post, and that's going to be a wasted cross by Anthony. And he wonders why no one was there. Everyone's static in the middle for Manchester United, and Casemiro's holding his head on the bench. He's not happy with what he's seen. Casemiro and Ronaldo watch on. You reckon Manchester United win this game, do you, Driver Verstappen? Okay, that's a bold claim. Cancelo, back to Ake. Gundogan, Ake. Kanji. Walker. Forwards. Finds Haaland. Haaland leaves it to Foden. Foden going forward in the middle. He's got Grealish on the left. Takes on the shot himself. Deflects to Grealish, however. Grealish going in. Grealish takes on the shot. Saved by De Gea. Gundogan. Hits Foden. Walker. Grealish. Still inside the box. Player still down for Manchester United. Bernardo Silva takes on the shot. Grealish to De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Takes on the shot. Just over the bar, and it just needed a tip from De Gea, actually. United furious that this play didn't get stopped, but they don't have to put the ball out. Varane's down. De Bruyne comes very close. Yet again, I can't believe Manchester City haven't scored there. Varane's still down, just getting some treatment now. De Bruyne having a conversation with De Gea. And Bruno Fernandes having one with the referee. Wow. Someone's predicted Manchester City 2, Manchester United 3. I'm predicting 2-1 to Manchester City. Because in recent times, Manchester United have always been beaten, but they have always managed to at least try and get a goal. Varane just gets up. Seems to be slightly better. Of course, they got Lindelof available from the bench. Maguire looking on. 6-0. Honestly, you say that as a joke, but if it wasn't this much, it could be 6-0 already. Corner here, though. De Bruyne whips it in. And is it over the line? It is! It's been given. A goal for Manchester City. And of course it is Erling Haaland with the goal. Who else? He was on the perimeter of the game, but in the middle when it matters, there's no stopping him. It's 2-0 Manchester City. Erling Haaland. Number 15 in City colours already. A good ball in from De Bruyne. Strong head, and Malacia tries to clear it off the line, but he's just too late. Oh, what's that? And it's certainly a fantastic goal. Another one from Erling Haaland. What a fantastic player. And it's poor marking really from Manchester United. I don't know why they have Eriksen marking Erling Haaland. He gets up so early, so strong. And Manchester City double their leads. Sometimes the second goal is the hardest, but maybe not for Manchester City. And he has the most goals in his first 8 appearances. Does Erling Haaland. Malacia back on the way here with Manchester United. Sancho pushing in. Still going. McTominay. Varane. Plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper De Gea. And Haaland actually had the lowest amount of goals in that Manchester City team before that. But it doesn't matter, because he might touch the ball twice and he might score 2 goals. You know that is the way of Haaland. And Kyle Walker's actually rolled off the pitch here. He seems to be in a bit of pain. An awkward fall. Haaland collects the ball, tackled off him though. City down to 10. United 2 goals down. Varane to Ante on the far side. Dribbling at Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Dalot. Back to Antony. He's got Bruno Fernandes next to him for support. Finds him. Dalot. Just knocking it about. Eriksen. Right hand side. Here with Varane. Dalot just still spell of possession from Manchester United. Not very threatening though. And Eriksen plays a forward ball and it's just blocked off. And Ederson gets this back on the way. Grealish going to play that to Ake. Cancelo. Of course, Cancelo being a fantastic fullback for Manchester City. Really, maybe one of the best in the league last season, and probably going to take it this season. Grealish, push it forwards. Finds De Bruyne. De Bruyne's got Foden on his right. Goes, looks for Haaland, and Haaland gets it in. It's 3-0. Oh my lord. Manchester United getting absolutely demolished. It's from the pages of fiction, this. It could have been written by Roald Dahl. You could have heard of all of the others. I'm rubbing my eyes. I can't believe this. This is absolutely horrendous from Manchester United. 3-0. And when it comes to Kevin De Bruyne, he just puts in a perfect absolutely perfect ball. Haaland slides, gets his foot to it, and just scores a fantastic, just reaches in with the half volley, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's devastating. What a pass, what a finish, what a player, and what a team. And Erling Haaland gets number 16 of his City career in what is his first season in City colours. I mean, the Manchester United players have bottled some of their opportunities, and it really could get into a dangerous game. Manchester City are too well set, and they've absolutely exploited the defensive insecurities of Manchester United. Sancho, though, maybe a chance for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes pushing through the midfield. Takes on a shot from afar, gathered by Edison easily. I don't really know why he's bothering to shoot from there. It's not really going to trouble the goalkeeper from that kind of distance. And that's his 8th goal in his last 3 Etihad appearances. And that, I haven't said that the wrong way round. It's not 3 and 8, it's 8 in 3 at the Etihad. And that is an absolutely unbelievable stat. 16 goals as a Manchester City player in 11 games. What an insane player. And Walker's gone down again here. He had an injury early on. It's just going to be get a bit of treatment. A bit of pain here for City. And a change has been made here. Looks like Varane is going to have to make the move off the pitch. Got off injured. He was injured at 1-0. It's now 3 as they make the change. That just shows you how clinical Manchester City have been. And it's going to be Varane that comes off and Lindelof comes on. And it looks like City are also going to make a change here. Of course, Walker's coming off. And we'll see who they're bringing on. And it's going to be Sergio Gomez, the summer signing. So an opportunity to see him here. So already a defensive change needed to be made for both teams. But in City, the happier of the two, being 3-0 up at this stage, 40 minutes played. If you are here new to the stream and you're not subscribed, please do that. We'd really appreciate it. Really helps us out. And we really hope to see you. We'll be bringing you Premier League and Champions League games throughout the season. And of course, I've got live commentary of them all. And it really helps us out if you could subscribe and drop a like if you can. And football expert in here in the channel, we'll see him. He says 3-1 at Manchester City, and it's actually looked like Ira Christianity 6-0 is the most likely, which is absolutely unbelievable. And it looks like Manchester City, it's weird to say at this stage, but that they will remain unbeaten, and there's only 41 minutes through. Two sides of the story, 2 sides in Manchester, and the light blue side today, the sky blue side, certainly on top at the moment. Haaland, De Bruyne, good ball to Haaland, edge of the box, tees up Grealish, Grealish back to Haaland, Haaland just miscontrols it, and it's going to go off for a Manchester United goal kick, and that is certainly very close to another Manchester City goal inside of the first half. I mean, it comes a question of when do Manchester United just go for damage limitation, because it'll be a struggle in a team with which has Manchester United's attacking players. Rashford, Sancho and Antony. Of course, they've got good players on the bench as well. When they just have to call it off. Rashford. Past Cancelo. Edge of the box. With Eriksen. Antony. And it falls away here with De Bruyne. Running forward. Holds off Eriksen. To Haaland. Foul off the ball on De Bruyne. Haaland. Foden. 4. This is sensational. It's 4-0 to Manchester City in one half. When do you ever see football like this? Breathtaking, brilliant, and United without answer. City in top gear, Manchester United in bottom gear. It's 2 for Foden, 2 for Haaland. It's a goal every 10 minutes. And it's an assist for Erling Haaland. And it's an absolutely perfect pass for Haaland. Foden doesn't even have to change how fast he's running. He just falls onto his feet. Foden gets there before Malacia. And he just has to side foot that into the back of the net. That is an absolutely brilliant goal. De Bruyne to Haaland to Foden. And this is... I mean, if you're a Manchester United fan here, I'd turn off. Sir Alex Ferguson at the stadium looking on. He might be thinking back to his days in charge. Maybe thinking back to the Main Road Massacre. 5-1 it was. But that was a one-off occurrence when he was in charge. You know, this is a regular scoreline. Or, you know, conceding lots of goals to Manchester City and Manchester United nowadays. And it's been poor at Manchester United. Malacia back to De Gea. De Gea to Lindelof. 4th official signals for 2 minutes of additional time. Sancho making a forward run, but Kanji's going to get there first. Let's turn in left stick. And it's going to be a Manchester United throw on the far side. Manchester United fans holding their heads. It's 4-0. In the 80th minute you leave. Will we be seeing empty seats by the time the second half comes up? Bruno Fernandes. Eriksen. Bruno Fernandes punched away by Ederson. Malacia makes his again. Eriksen. And it's just off the pitch and it's going to be a goal kick here for Manchester City. And we have images. Manchester United fans are leaving the stadium. It's half time. The United end is already emptying out. I mean, from the first seconds of the game, Manchester City looked threatening. Manchester United looked nervous. They forced some of the passes. They looked anxious in defence, and Manchester City are absolutely putting on an insane display of dominance. It's a poor back ball by Bernardo Silva. Ederson will get there first. Going to be played to the Kanji. Ederson. And the referee's going to blow up a half time. What a half. What a divide in Manchester. It's 2 for Phil Foden. Started off early. And Erling Haaland. What else would you expect? 2 goals and an assist. His first 45 minutes in a Manchester derby. And he's looked superb. He was quiet at the start of that half. But he did come back in that second half. Score some goals. Manchester United will certainly need to improve in that second half. Even if they don't come back to win this game, they'll certainly be hoping they can put on a performance of just maybe just show themselves a bit of respect. Or it's a hard decision. What do you do now if you're a Manchester United manager? I'll be interested to see your thoughts on the first half. Put them in chat. I'll be very interested to hear what you guys think. If you are here new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe. Really helps us out, and I'm so be interested to see what you say. Will they score 4 more goals in the second half, chat? I'll be interested to hear what you guys think. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Any predictions on the score in the second half? Any ideas what it could be? And I'll be back for our second half, which kicks off in just under 10 minutes. And I'm certainly looking forward to that. Hello guys, I'm having a look through. Mind-blowing performance from Man City's Strive Verstappen. I do completely agree with you there. It's been a fantastic display by Manchester City. I actually can't believe how well they've been. You know, every ball's been nearly perfect. They're defending, apart from that one which was a misplaced, I think it was a back pass from Akanji and then a clearance by Edison. It's really been close, and they've really been nearly perfect. Manchester City been very good compared to Manchester United being sloppy in possession. Fatma Abid says, I hope Man United to win. I can't see them winning if I'm being honest with you. That means they're going to 5 goals, and that's even assuming Manchester City don't score. That's a goal every, what, 8 or so minutes. No chance. So 9 minutes, a goal every 9 minutes. Floggy Bird also wants United to lose. Floggy thinks anything is possible in football. I'm not sure if this is possible though, Floggy Bird. I'm not going to lie to you. It's quite poor from Manchester United, if we're being honest. Wow, I've never seen that sticker before, Dan. What is that? How did you do that? That's so cool. Oh, they're on the YouTube ones. Okay. I see. Oh, okay. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help us out. And it's not because of Maguire that they're losing. And you'll cry if they lose. That's a shame, because I cannot see Manchester United not losing this game. You know, as you say, anything is possible in football, but I think overturning a 4-0 win from Manchester City is certainly going to be difficult. Maguire's not playing, so you can't really blame Maguire for this. Maguire might not be able to defend. That could certainly be your opinion, but yeah. Yeah, Man City always on a different level, Karen K. And Haaland's just made him even better. They look nearly unstoppable. I can't see anyone but them winning the league, despite Arsenal being top. You know, they just don't have the consistency that City do. And of course, Erling Haaland on target twice in that first half. I think, yeah, I think it would be the second coming of Jesus or something. He would have to come down and be subbed on for Manchester United if they do come back. But it's a change for Manchester United. Tyrell Malacia's coming off. Luke Shaw's coming on. Back underway here in the second half. And Karen K, what do you reckon the biggest comeback of all time is? And De Gea, so just the left-hand side. Luke Shaw. Martinez loses the ball. Foden takes on the shot, saved by De Gea. And it's already an early chance here for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva. Looking for Grealish. Just got away from him by Dalot. To Anthony. Plays it to McTominay. Anthony. Eriksen. McTominay. Martinez. Finds the ball into the midfield. Bruno Fernandes. Left hand side with Shaw. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Knocking it around. Whistles from the Manchester City fans. Not happy with the amount of time that Man United's having on the ball. McTominay to Lindelof. Left hand side with Shaw. I'll run you through the team sheets in a second. You got Manchester United attacking from left to right in all red. Manchester City in their sky blue and white shorts from right to left. And I'll bring you the team sheets now. Both teams made the changes. For Manchester City, Ederson, Walcott came off in that first half for Sergio Gomez. Cancelo, Akanji, Ake, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Silva, Foden, Haaland, Grealish. Manchester United, it's De Gea, Shaw, Martinez, Lindelof, Dalot, Eriksen, McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, Anthony Santos, and Rashford. All still Manchester United here, though. Just knocking it about. Dalot, finds Anthony, McTominay, Rashford. Anthony. Back to Lindelof. Martinez. Miscontrolled there by Gundogan. He almost had the chance to intercept Eriksen. Shaw just tackled by Cancelo. And an opportunity for Manchester City to counter-attack here. Cancelo. And it's be pulled back there, and it's probably could be a yellow card, but ref chooses to give Bruno Fernandes the benefit of a doubt. And it's back underway City. Ake. Ake tries a forward ball to Grealish. Grealish actually didn't spot that he was going to make that. Not on the same wavelength, and it goes through for a Manchester United throw. And this near side. Dale. Akanji. Edison. To Akanji. Just knocking about. Manchester City can play this calf so slowly. You know, just because of how much control they've got in this game. And Manchester United were really going to struggle if they just keep control of this ball to get any more. And Cancelo's actually swapped to right back, and Sergio Gomez gone to left back. Just after they had to take that Walker change. Flicked on by Grealish to Haaland, and tackled by Haaland by Lindelof. It's going to be a throw on for Manchester City on this near side, just near the halfway line. And Sergio Gomez is going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. And he's just going to slow it down again. Manchester United players look defeated already. They're not even bothering to push at this point. And Kanji's dribbling forward, still going. Grealish. Dribbling on. Sergio Gomez, first time ball win, and it's blocked by Sergio Dalot, and it's going to be a corner for Manchester City on this near side. Of course, they'd scored from a corner already this game. And De Bruyne stands over at Foden as well. De Bruyne whips that ball in, headed away by Lindelof. Erling Haaland tries to get it back out to the edge of the box here with Sancho. Opportunity to counter here. Sancho tackled off though by De Bruyne. It's going to go out for a Manchester United throw on this near side. Bruno Fernandes. Back to Dalot. Lindelof. Martinez. Eriksen. Approaching the halfway line. Back again to McTominay. Shaw. Of course, the player that got England back into their game against Germany. But it's going to be difficult for Manchester United to get back into this one. Martinez to Rashford. Rashford plays a miss. Poor ball. It's with Haaland. De Bruyne tries a forward wrong, and Haaland just can't get to that, as it's probably a bit too close to Martinez anyway. Martinez to Lindelof. Back to Martinez. Lindelof. Spreads it to Dalot. Rashford. Nice footwork. Rashford to Shaw. Eriksen. Rashford. Sancho. Dalot. Antony, edge of the area here. To Dalot. Maybe just overworking this. They need to try and get a shot on at some point. Shaw. And it's cut out here. And Manchester United waste their opportunities here with De Bruyne. Haaland. 2 on 3. De Bruyne again. No City players getting forwards, and it's going to just go back here. Manchester City going to get back under the control. And it's 4-0. Bernardo Silva. Just feel like Manchester City can step up a gear or two in moments they're choosing. It's like they're a card, you know, the well-oiled machine aren't Man City, and they can be just passing it around the back, then all of a sudden they'll flip a switch and it could be 5-0. Okay. Kanji. Back with Edison. Right hand side here, Cancelo. Edison. Sergio Gomez. Tries to nod that on, but he just lets it go off, and it's going to be a Manchester United throw inside of the Manchester City half. Casemiro and Ronaldo just warming up down here on the near side. I wonder if we'll see the introduction of them anytime soon. Martinez. Shaw, McTominay. Knocking it about nicely in Manchester United. Feels weird to say that in the first half, where really they couldn't string more than 4 or 5 passes together. Dalot. Lindelof. Looking for a pass forwards. Can't find one, goes side by Dalot. Eriksen. Sancho. Going forwards. Shaw. Eriksen. Good ball, spreads it wide. Antony. Takes on a shot from the edge of the box. Oh my word! What a beautiful goal. 4-1. Antony bends that with his left foot to the far post, and maybe just a sniff for Manchester United to get themselves back into that. Maybe there's a chance. 10 minutes into the second half, Manchester United, I mean, they've narrowed it down by 1 goal. Still 3 more to get for a point. It could have been a long 45 minutes, but Antony with an absolutely stunning goal, cutting in with that left foot. You know, expecting Edison probably not to get beaten from that range, but the accuracy and the power just so perfect. It just means Edison can't get anywhere near it in time, and it's Manchester United 1, Manchester City 4, and opportunity here for Manchester United to maybe get themselves back into this game. And Manchester United now playing with a bit more pomp. Sancho. Martinez. McTominay. Here on the far side, Shaw making a forward run. Tackled off him though there by Akanji. There with Manchester United again. Lindelof. Dalot. Lindelof. Antony. De Gea. Lindelof. De Gea. And there's like Casemiro and Martial will be coming on in a second. I wonder if we'll see Ronaldo alongside them. Cancelo. Gundogan. Dribbling forwards. Right hand side with Foden. Cancelo back to Foden. Bernardo Silva. To the near side now with Grealish. Dribbling it into the box. And it's going to be a Manchester United goal kick. And the change is going to be made here. And Casemiro is going to be coming off the pit, onto the pitch for Marcus Rashford. And Martial is going to be coming onto the pitch for Scott McTominay. So I'm sure there'll be not really a change of formation. I'm sure Martial will now lead the line, and Casemiro will go into that holding midfield position. Casemiro played 4 times for Real Madrid against Manchester City, including last season when they had that extraordinary game against them. But still, no Ronaldo. Which is certainly a surprise, some might say. Manchester United's Cristiano Ronaldo's looking on course, a player that wanted to leave in the summer. You can't believe he's not been subbed on in a game like this. No, what a player he is winning a Ballon d'Ors, and a player we know can score goals. The future's Antony, and some Manchester United fans saying that Ronaldo is the past. Certainly what it looks like some Manchester United fans think, at least. Akanji, Gundogan, Haaland, looking for a hat-trick. Spreads it to Grealish. Now inside the box, maybe going to look to try and bend one into a far corner. Good feet, just tries to cut it back. He's going to win a corner for his team. 15 minutes played of the second half here on AI Football. If you're enjoying, please make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help us out. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and really would appreciate if you could help us out with that one. Still half an hour to go. Good cornering. Okay, heads it back into the centre. Might still. Gundogan tries to hook it back in, but Eriksen comes away with it. Fired away, but it's only as far as Cancelo. It's Bernardo Silva. Past Martial. Still going, quickening the tempo here for Manchester City. And slowing it down again as he passes it to Gundogan. Okay. Grealish. De Bruyne. Grealish. Well, Silva back to Grealish. Grealish maybe trying to hook that through to Haaland, but it's got away from him. And it's now a chance to attack here for Manchester United. But Bruno Fernandes stops not too hard to Casemiro. Casemiro first time into the midfield with Antony. Antony spreads out to his left hand side with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw here with Martial. Antony inside the centre circle, plays it behind the halfway line. Lindelof, Martinez now. And that's a poor ball, and it's going to be a Manchester United throw on the far side. Two very fine teams on display here, but one of them leading 4-1. Ederson to Akanji. Plays it to his left to Bernardo Silva. Push it up. And he gets that to... Okay. Grealish all the way back to Ederson. Plays it to his right hand side. That's Gundogan. Gundogan to Akanji. Gomez. Past Martial. Tries to go forward. That's going to be a foul there. That's going to be a Manchester United free kick. Manchester City free kick on the far side. Okay. Forwards here. Bernardo Silva looking for the forward runner. Haaland takes on the shot. It's just wide of that near post. And that was nearly a chance for the hat-trick there. Erling Haaland. He times those runs so well. You very rarely see him get caught offside. And his acceleration's absolutely exquisite. No, he's almost unplayable with just how fast he is. And once he goes, there's almost no catching him. And the head of Gundogan. Lost in the midfield. Sancho again. Tackled off in there by Gundogan. But luckily Michael Lowe was right on the spot. Here's De Bruyne. Pushing forwards here. Now Grealish. De Bruyne. To the right side, Gomez. Whipped in. Haaland! It's the hat-trick hero. 3 in 3 games at the Etihad. It's hat-trick, hat-trick, hat-trick. He's ripping up the record books. Erling Haaland family affair, and it's a football affair for Manchester City. A love affair with Erling Haaland. Sergio Gomez assist. Their new number 9. 9 goals at the Etihad. And what an absolute finish. De Bruyne to Grealish. Grealish, he's got the overlap from Gomez. Plays it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne finds Gomez. And then fires it in. And Erling Haaland, first time, just steps into that ball. And puts it straight down the middle of the goal. He doesn't only just guide it though, he puts his boot through it, means it's impossible for De Gea to get to that. The power in the finish is absolutely incredible. De Gea hardly even has time to react, and it's absolutely fantastic. But I think this goal is getting checked for an offside. And he's on. And the hat-trick counts. Haaland smiles. And it's Manchester City 5, Manchester United 1. 3 goals today, 3 hat-tricks in a row, and only the 3rd Manchester City player ever to score a hat-trick against Manchester United. 52 years ago, the last one. And what a fantastic player he is. Sancho to Martial. Martial tries to return it, but Bernardo Silva gets in the way with a good interception. Bayern tries to get it to Haaland, but Luke Shaw steps in to Martial. And Bernardo Silva gives away a free kick. On the far side, just in line with the edge of the box. Manchester United play it short. And Antony, edge of the box here. And a looping ball. Sancho just miscontrols it, and that was almost a very good chance for Manchester United. I'm just trying to comprehend what I was watching there. I mean, it's a difficult ball in from Bruno Fernandes, and then there's no defenders in front of Sancho, and the Poznan, the City fans are turning around, jumping up and down. And it's absolutely electric in the Etihad. And Pep Guardiola's not satisfied. He's still shouting onto the pitch. Antony. Haaland. City stung again. And City into the 5th goal. We haven't looked like maybe there was a chance for United to get back into this game. But to the quarter of the game to go, it's 5-1, and I can't see a way for City to get back. I mean, for Manchester United to get back into this game. Edison pumps that one forward, maybe looking for the forward run of Grealish, but it's just too much on that. It's going to go all the way through to De Gea. Just a reminder of how far Manchester United are actually behind their City rivals. Ball forwards, Antony. Running forwards, the Manchester City get their defenders back. And Steven Martial, and it's just gotten away from him by Bernardo Silva. Akanji's just going to send that one. It's going to go out for a Manchester United throw on this near side, about halfway into the Manchester City half. Fred's going to be coming on here for Manchester United, and I think That'll be all 5 of their changes, which means we won't see Ronaldo today. Bruno Fernandes looking for Shaw, and it's just cleared away with Cancelo. It was a high boot, but referee says no foul, and corner for Manchester United. Just good defending from Cancelo, really. Just alert to that run of Shaw. I think that the change is happening. Oh, Sancho coming off and Fred coming on. Eriksen and up. Plays it to the edge of the box. Fred, Anthony. Back to Shaw. Luke Shaw. Martinez. Anthony, edge of the box. And Bruno Fernandes being chased down by Bernardo Silva. Casemiro. And away, going around every pass Manchester United make, almost mockingly from the Manchester City fans. Shaw. Eriksen. Fred. Martinez. Anthony, and dragged well wide. And Ronaldo's looking on. He can't believe that he's not going to be required today. And he's not looking happy about this. Cristiano Ronaldo, all 5 changes made, and he is still on this bench. To believe he wasn't let go of in the summer. Maybe a knock on the managerial door in the morning, because he will not be happy about this. Yeah, people will draw the comparisons between Messi and Ronaldo. At the end of the day, at least Messi's playing. But it's one back here by Anthony from Gomez. Casemiro to Fred. To Anthony. Pushing up forwards. Dalot, chance to put a ball in. Maybe he's too slow about it. Just gets time to close down, and he can't put in a quality cross that he probably should have. Grealish hooks that over to De Bruyne. He's got players in his right. He's hugging the touchline here. Finds Grealish. He's got Haaland through the middle. He finds Haaland. He finds Foden. And it's another hat-trick. It's the flag up. They're looking for it. But Foden believes he's emulated Erling. Manchester City 6. Manchester United 1. And they are the 2. 3 apiece. And Haaland hat-trick. Foden hat-trick. Another hat-trick hero is what the Manchester City goal announcer's saying. And my. There's 2 City players in that attack. 7 Manchester United defenders. And yet City still find a way to get through. Some sloppy defending from Manchester United. And that's a hat-trick in a Manchester derby for the first time in what is about 8 or so minutes. Oh, maybe the ball was off the pitch. And that's a hat-trick. It was 52 years we had to wait for a hat-trick from City in a Manchester derby for Haaland's, and then 8 for Phil Foden's. And that is Phil Foden's first career hat-trick. And what a game to get it in. The first in the game for Phil Foden. The second in the game for Manchester City. And there's going to be 4 Manchester City changes here. And it was a game here in the 1980s when 3 City players scored hat-tricks. When they beat Huddersfield Town 10-1. Tony Antop, Paul Stewart and David White got those. And there's 2 today. And it's going to be the hat-trick scorer Phil Foden that's coming off, and he won't mind. And I'll let you know all the changes that come once they do them. And if you have a look at the score sheet, if you load something up on your phone, you see Foden 9, 44, 73, Haaland 34, 37, 64. And they're just going to bring off all of their players. It's a 4 coming off, 4 coming on, the handshakes and high fives, just celebrations as they come off the pitch. And Laporte coming back. A bonus for City as he's been out injured. His first football of the season. I'll let you know who's coming on and off here. Gundogan off. Aymeric Laporte on. Jack Grealish off. Cole Palmer on. Phil Foden off. Riyad Mahrez on. And Kevin De Bruyne off. Julian Alvarez on. So it could be 2 out front now for City. Probably resumption of maybe a 4. It's hard to call. Could be 5 at the back. City fans singing, "We want 10, we want 10." And it's what they got against Huddersfield. Some of them might have been there that day, but I can't see 10 now. Lindelof back to De Gea. Casemiro. One high up the pitch by City. Palmer to Haaland inside the box. And it's just a block from Van Lindelof. Palmer gets over to that. Akanji. Laporte. This City is ours, ringing around the Etihad. And I'm not sure anyone can disagree with that in recent years. Just under 15 minutes to play here. Manchester City 6, Manchester United 1. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. It's unbelievable. And still 15 minutes to go. Will there be the opportunity to make it 7? City have been absolutely sensational. Here we are. Alvarez. Misplaced pass. One back by United. And Pep Guardiola's looking on. He'll be so happy, so proud. I mean, people thought this would be a tough game and Manchester United's upturning form, but I think no one expected it to be this type of scoreline. I thought 2-1, maybe 3-1, but certainly couldn't predict 6. I thought Manchester United had really shored up in defence. And just news now, it's not related to this game, but news that I think Wolves are prepared to sack Bruno Lage after poor results, confirmed as reported by Portuguese press. Official statement expected soon, then time to appoint that new manager. That's Fabrizio Romano. Ake to Palmer, and he's just going to lose the ball. It's going to be a Manchester United throw inside of the United half. Sure. Eriksen looking for a ball. No one's making the forward run, and just going to run off the pitch for a Manchester City goal kick. The game's kind of fallen into a lull in the last few minutes. I mean, you can't really be too surprised by that. 6-1, 10 minutes to go. Not really an opportunity for, City to get back into this, for Manchester United to get back into this game, and therefore, I think there can be excuse for this game to fall into a lull. Laporte plays it to his right-hand side with Akanji. Flicked to Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. And it's going to be in trouble there. Just for the latest one. And Bruno Fernandes is going to pick up a yellow card, whinging at the referee for a bit of petulancy. A silly one to pick up, really. And it just doesn't sit well, really, with Manchester United fans. I'm sure that Manchester City attacking here, though. Cancelo. Spread to this far side. This one back by Manchester United. But then one back again by Gomez, dribbling into the box. Bernardo Silva getting one back then by Antony. Defending basically inside their own box at the moment are Manchester United. Antony. Sent long. Mahrez. Just plays it back. And just played back to Ederson. I can run you through the Leeds Aston Villa lineups as I get them now. Let's have a look here. For Leeds United, Messier starts in goal. Struck, Christensen, Koch and Cooper make up the back four. Adams, Roca, Aronson and Harrison as the midfield four. And the front two, Sinisterra and Moreno. Aston Villa, Martinez starts in goal. Young, Konsa, Mings and Augustinsson is in defence. McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Ramsey and Leon Bailey in the midfield. And then the front, maybe attacking midfield, Coutinho and Ollie Watkins leading the line. Eriksen to Shaw. And lost again by Alvarez. There's equal spend between the City and United squads. I think maybe Manchester United actually spent even more than Manchester City in recent years, pay the players more. It's just really maybe the hierarchy of the club's just not really perfect, because you know you can't really blame the managers. You see how many managers Manchester United have got through. They've had Mourinho. You know they've had a lot of managers. Ten Hag, Luke Shaw here. Into the area. Fred takes on the shot, parried out. Martial scores. It's number 2 for Manchester United. 8 goals in this game. I mean, as far as neutral goals, it's quite an exciting game, but there's a cross in by Shaw, picked up by Fred. Fred fires it at Ederson. Ederson parries it out. It bounces up for Martial, and he just heads it in the back of the net. And Martial's alive, but more of a second consolation goal, really. A substitute making the difference for Manchester United, but the difference only in goal difference and not in the number of points that will be taken from this game from either side. I mean, Pep Guardiola will be wondering how he can make his team more defensively sound. It certainly hasn't been any problem scoring goals today, but they've conceded 2. Palmer. Good feet here from Gomez. Palmer tries to cross in, and I don't think Alvarez was expecting that ball, and his touch let him down, and it's going to be a Manchester United goal kick. He just squeezes it across. Lindelof can't get it away, and I'm surprised that's not number 7 there for Manchester City. Gomez at the corner, and Laporte gets his head to it. It's just wide. It's going to be a Manchester United goal kick. Pep set back down. I don't think he was happy about his team maybe switching off, but standards he's got. And if you want to look at it one way, the second half's been 2-2, but it's not really a way you could be looking at this game because City are really playing in about 8th gear. But Antony dribbling into the edge of the box. Maybe takes on the shot and it's just near post. It's gathered there by Ederson. Tame effort on his weaker foot. Never really going to bother troubling the keeper with that one. Just explains mention maybe he couldn't find him because Eriksen had made a running through the middle, but no luck. Ederson out wide. One back up high at the pitch by Manchester United. Bruno and takes on the Casemiro takes on. I think that was a shot, but it was very far out and very wide. And we're going to pick a man of the match now. And I think Haaland and Foden have got to be man of the match. If I had to pick one, Erling Haaland did get some assists, so yeah, 2 assists from Haaland. So for me, Haaland's my man of the match today. But of course, I think they both deserve it with 2 hat-tricks. You can't never be not a man of the match with a hat-trick. Bernardo Silva. Looking it about. Gomez. Just too much on that, so just off and Ake can't collect it. Gallo. Look it about. If you're new here, of course, only a few minutes left now, but if you've enjoyed what you've watched, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, have a look. If it's not red, click it. It's free and it helps us out immensely. I mean, there's so much to talk about after this game. Still a couple minutes left to talk about during it. As Ederson pops that about. '50th victory in a league derby for Manchester City. 3rd in a row United double last season. It was a good spell from United prior to that. Yeah, surprising ones, but Fred. Casemiro. Shot from afar, parried away. Only to Antony. Antony takes on the shot, blocked by Ake. Flexier and Mahrez. Trying to get away, but here with Antony. Dallo, Casemiro. Back to Lindelof. Martinez. Getting into the box. Bruno. Edge of the box here. Martial down. Penalty, Manchester United. Drama right till the end, and Martial's taken the ball. Let's have a look here. It's a clumsy by Cancelo, nibbling at it. Just there, I think it's a harsh penalty. I don't think VAR will overturn it, but it's certainly quite harsh. I think if Manchester United come out this game 6-3, it will still be an embarrassment, but you know, it'll still be a goal. Martial, the opposing number 9 for Manchester United, into the 90th minute here. Steps up, top corner, goal. A brace. It feels weird saying in a loss for Manchester United, 9 goals scored, 2 minutes, and it is an exquisite penalty. And maybe looking for a third hat-trick this game. It's 5 goals in Manchester derbies, which puts him in distinguished company. And Haaland's been announced as man of the match by this announcer. Just a couple of minutes added time. And but a second half show from Manchester United. If you want to look at it that way, Manchester United actually won that second half, but it's 6-3 in the end. The only scoreline that really matters. Martinez. Dalot. Marking about Bruno Fernandes. Ball into the box. Just too much on that's going to go out for a goal kick here for Manchester City. 30 seconds left to play, and it's been a tight game. We're going to wrap up the stream in a second, so if you are here new, please make sure you like and subscribe. We're bringing you live commentary of Premier League games, Champions League games, international games, Europa League games, all sorts, different leagues if there's big games on, and it'll be a fantastic game for you to subscribe, and it's free, so there's no point not. And if you want to make sure you hear about when we put new videos out, please make sure you hit that notification bell. And it's the end of the time added on, and referee will look at his watch and blows the whistle. Full time, Manchester City 6, Manchester United 3. It ends in City's favour, but Manchester United did score 3. And it's a fantastic game from the neutral's point of view. 9 goals, 92 minutes, goal every 10 minutes, and what a fantastic game. And we will see you next time on AI Football. Goodbye.